already saw, I found not one, not two, but 3 tips, tricks, techniques, whatever you would like to call it for you guys today. First one being kicks, second one being arms, third one being identifying the difference between hopping and grounded styles and how to best leverage them to your advantage. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, number 1, kicks. I know the most obvious thing in the book. Kick your legs harder, you go faster. Well, it's actually relevant. I hear people talk about it in power all the time, but nobody's really talking about it in footwork. You have to actually kick your legs harder. I've had many of my students where they'll do a 3-step and go like this. Here, 1, 2, 3. As soon as I tell them to actually kick their legs, their footwork goes from that to this. Kick, kick, hit. Kick, kick, hit. It's super relevant. So when you're doing a simple 3-step, rather than just bring your foot down here, kick it hard. Kick. If you want to go faster, you want to look cleaner, kick harder. It's going to propel more momentum, and it's going to get you to where you want to go faster, and it's going to look cleaner. I always thought you were supposed to just keep your legs off the ground and then switch. Off, off, switch. But you're never going to get speed that way. Kick that leg. Kick, kick. Kick, kick. Actually kick hard. Don't let your leg fall to the ground like dead weight. Don't hover it, kick it. So when you're going down here, kick, kick, hit. Kick, kick, hit. Actually kick. No kick, dead leg. No kick, hover. Now with kick. There's a reason people don't do this. You know what that is? Laziness. It's tired. I'm already hot. But if you want dope footwork, that's the fix. It is quick, it is instant. It's called work your butt off, put more energy in, and you'll get more energy and better looking footwork out of it. If you want it better, make it better. How? More energy. Kick harder. That was a basic example, and now an advanced example. That was with a 3-step, now we're doing with a Z-step. So a Z-step has a curved hook on each side of it. So rather than just bring your leg, cross, front, cross, up. Each time you have that hook, you have an opportunity to put power in. Hit, hit, hit. And in the back as well. Kick, kick, kick. Actually put that power in. If you don't, it's not gonna look that dope. So you're here, when you're going for that reverse CC in the front, rather than just holding it in, apply power. Hit, hit, and then you go into the back. 1 and 2, 3 and. No kick. Kick. So to summarize, whether you have a front kick, a hook kick, a sweep kick, whatever your kick is, if it's a kick motion, strong, powerful, fast, actually kick your leg. Treat it like a power move. Kick as if you're doing a front flip, a back flip, a flare, whatever it is. Use the same amount of energy you create doing that with your footwork. Number 2, arms. I hear people like Flomo and a few others talking about this. I've talked about this in the past before, but I still feel like the conversation is way too quiet about the use of your arms in footwork. It's so underrated, and here's why. Let's take a 6-step. In a 6-step, our arms come down twice. 1, 2. That's it. Now we can either use that time to our advantage, or we can waste that time. This is wasting our time. Let our arms lollygag up and down. If we actually throw them into the ground fast as we can, and we will actually propel ourselves to go faster. Because the faster this hand is here, the faster I can get around my body. If it comes down slow, I can only sweep so fast. And if I sweep fast, my arm comes slow, I'm gonna fall. So rather than just casually putting your hands down and throwing them up in the air, whacking, doing whatever, actually know where they're going and get them to where you want them to be depending on your movement. If you want to go faster, if you want to be cleaner, then you should be throwing your arms down faster. If you want to whack, you want to do whatever you want, then that's a different story. Because if I want to 6-step as fast as I can, watch my arms. They have to be right there, ready to go, right away, down and up, down and up, down and up, so that I can get around my body as fast as I can. If they're up here, I can only go so fast because there's all this time right here that I'm wasting. Now when you place your arm down, grip the ground and flex that arm. Push into the ground. Don't just relax it against the ground. Push into the ground. Because when you're doing that, it gives you more leverage to lean your body where it needs to be. So you can transfer your weight onto it. So rather than just going and putting it down like this, there's very little weight on my arms right now. But if I actually put weight onto my arms, then I can go way faster because I'm feeling the ground and I can leverage my body faster into the position that I want to go into. This doesn't just go for 6 steps, this goes for all your steps. Make sure your arm's going exactly where it needs to go as fast as you can. For instance, with a 3-step, a lot of people I see that have trash 3 steps, it's because they're literally not getting that hand down fast enough, so they're getting caught up on their one arm. Because this hand, this front hand, they don't understand how to leverage to their advantage. So instead what they're doing is they're getting caught up on that one hand, like that. So if you actually lean your weight into that hand and you push it down to the ground and you get it down faster, your body will be able to rotate to the next position even faster. So this hand, watch it. See how fast I'm getting it down? I'm getting my weight onto it as soon as my feet land so that I can go again. So when I get down, here, my weight's always landing on the second hand, not the first. Because the first is only the temporary weight. The second is what I'm feeling every time. Rather than feeling the first weight, feel the second weight. So, 1, 2, 3. See what I'm saying? Number 3, identifying a grounded versus hopping style so that you can leverage it to your advantage. So what's a grounded style? Grounded style is staying nice and low to the ground, hence it being called grounded. Just as if you want to go downhill fast, you're going to keep a bend in your whole body the whole time. We're going to do the same thing but with footwork. So I'm going to keep my body bent here the whole time. I'm not hopping, I'm not going high, I'm staying nice and low the whole time, so that I can go faster, because my goal is to go in a circle as fast as I can versus go up and down. When the goal of a hopping style is to stay floaty and light. So for instance, my goal there is not to go as fast as I can. My goal there is to look as smooth and as high and light as possible so that it looks like I'm floating. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not aiming for speed there. I'm aiming for lean and height. Now you can 100% hybrid them together like this. Grounded, high, grounded, high. The issue is I find people are doing this without even realizing it. And that's where we come into problems, because you have people that are taking a 6-step and they're trying to stay nice and clean and fast and grounded, but right here, hop. Wrong. Because every time you do that, you're wasting time. Waste it. Waste it. When if I stay low there, I'm not wasting that time hopping off the ground. If I do that same 4-step but I treat it like a grounded style, it loses the whole effect, which isn't a bad thing, it just becomes a different style of movement. So understand which one fits where. I personally recommend figuring out what your goals of the step is. If you want to be light and floaty and flowy, then make sure you have that height, you're hopping, and your waist obviously over those arms so that this is very light. So that you can do whatever you want to do very light. But if your goal is to go fast and close to the ground and very aggressive, then you should stay close to the ground with a grounded style and stop hopping. If you want to look more dynamic with a fast to a high, which is a hybrid motion, then understand where you should be applying each one. If I do that same 4-step, but I'm hopping the first 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, and then this is quick, 1, 2, 3, it completely loses the effect. It's not dynamic anymore, it just looks kind of messy. So what you want to do is you want to make sure the steps that are grounded, keep them grounded. The steps that are floaty, keep them floaty. So again, you want the first 3, 1, 2, 3, to be very close to the ground, has that aggressive grounded posture. And then the floaty one, push up, extend your arms high, float. and control your body so you can slow that down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The same goes with all your hybrid steps. Alright y'all, that's all from me. If you guys would like more footwork tips, tricks, and any just tutorials, period, do let me know. This is one of the things I'm most passionate about, clearly, as I'm shouting and yelling at the camera the whole time. My sincerest apologies. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to get my point across in a energetic way. Thanks so much for watching. This was your boy, Magnus.Magneto from Now or Never crew. Please smash that like button if you enjoyed. Comment down below if you'd like to see more. And smash that bell button so that you always stay up to date. New uploads every Sunday and randomly throughout the week. Not wheat. Thank you. And good night. Oh, and before you go, did you subscribe yet? So you're hungry, you want more. I was the same growing up as I started breaking, and I'm the same now as I've continued breaking. Which is why I started a weekly newsletter every Monday, Mondays with Magnus, where I'll be sharing anything from breaking to health and everything in the middle that I've found that I can leverage to my advantage to becoming the best human being I can possibly be. To join, all you have to do is email me at magnus.ff94@gmail.com, and I will see you Monday.